Hello everyone, it's Edgar Ceballos one more time here from SBS Techno and Facebook.com. One more time, here in SE Music, I thought of showing you finally. I created a video for touring. It's a little, but like 21 minutes, and I'm gonna explain every single aspect of my studio, my layer 2.0, and what I've done to it. If you're interested, please go ahead and watch it and leave some comments, give me some feedback. I want to hear what you think, and if you have any questions, if you want to know how set up certain things, or if you have any queries about how I did these things, please feel free and drop me a line. Even if it says not good, don't matter, I'll take them all. And yes, you're welcome, my friend. Let me know. Thank you. So here we go. Let's go start over there. So the whole studio is 3 PCs, really, right? And let's start with this one. This one is my favorite in the sense of how cool it is, and everything is the more aesthetically designed. It's an Intel i9 10100K, and this one is the Maximus 13 Hero motherboard with G-Skills, Royal G-Skills, 64 gigs of RAM, Lee water cooler, and then on the bottom I have another one. It's the 3800X 12 by 24, so it's got 12 cores and 24 threads. The NCXT water cooler. The GPU, this one, it's used on, it's at 2080. And it's specifically only for my music development, and because it's a dual boot, I can use it for work too, so it's identical to that as far as OS and all the applications. In fact, all three computers are exactly the same as far as applications, as far as OS, as far as everything. So either one of the three, in any given moment, I can switch them so I can work with them. All right, so let's move on. And yes, this is the workbench. I call it workbench because this is where I spend most of my time. So I can sit down and use the bottom keyboard, or I can stand up and use the top keyboard, which is a Corsair and a Corsair mouse. This, like I said, I use it for work and when I do music. But however, when I am tired, let's say the one thing I have my setups is that regardless how I'm working on, or if I want to use these monitors for these machines, I can. But I also, if I want to not use this machine, these monitors, I can switch around to these monitors. So I can send all of this, the signal for these two machines into those two monitors. And I also have the here, so I can switch my monitors. I'm sorry, my keyboard and mouse. This is for this one. I'm gonna switch to the number 1 machine there, right there, and now it switches to the other machine. And as you can see, now it's in the other machine. But I can switch back to the one that I have, and I will switch back to this one just by a press of a button, right? And then I switch over the mouse because I don't like K and B. I just switch over to the next mouse, and now we have it. This is the remote turn on machine for this machine because I don't have space here to put my fingers, so I do a remote. All that is controlled through these three 4K switches. Plus I have an extra switch so I can send the signals of these two to these monitors right here, or to the other two monitors over there. So this is the next computer. This one is a 590. It's the Strix 590 Z590 with also a 10900K CPU. This one has an RTX 3070 Ti, which is a little nicer. I customized it. I actually did that and put 3 fans on the front because this one only has a glass. 12 fans, probably more. 3. You have 3 here, 3 down, 3 on the back, 3 over there, and 3 on the back, sucking the air out. Yep, so a lot of it. And that's 32 gigs of RAM as well. Yes, and okay, this is the keyboard, this is the Corsair 55K, and that's the Corsair also. Now, obviously I'm here for my streaming system. By the way, this is the streaming machine, and this is the gaming machine. This is what I do my fun, right? I can use it for work if I want to. It's got exactly the same operation system and everything as the other one, but most of the time I use it for other ones. So here is my setup for streaming, and as you can see, I can do my gaming there, and then there it is. OBS Studio, right, which I can control through here. For example, I have that. I can switch the cameras to do that to game only, or this is just me right there. Now when I sit down, you can see there, I can have myself over there. Hi, and that's how I've been doing it. And as you see on the back, obviously I had a 2 set of key lights. Those are newer key lights. I also have my backlight over there, but let's go over there to this machine. So this machine, with this one, is my streaming machine. I have this is my PreSonus Studio iOS Station 24, which I control the music. For example, I can play right there. Or I can stop it, as I did just now, right? The sound of all the machines, every sound that comes out from every of these machines, I have it set to this mixer. So this is my mixer. This is where I set up, route all my music, right? All the sound comes here, and I have a bunch of headphones that I can try for better service, right? So this is my gaming headphones. These are my trusty AT Audio-Technica 50MX. This is my trusty tracking, which is the AKG 240. Oh, I love those things. But at the same time, because I have so many headphones and so many things at the same time, I have the headphone amplifier. This is a relic. I bought this one like 25 years ago. These are mixers, as you can see, headphone mixers. Why do I have that? Well, because the audio of these things, I have to route it to everything. Plus, I have also all the speakers, and to drive these speakers and to drive those speakers, the sound is very complex, right? So all the computers and every sound can go here and can go into any speakers that I want, and I can switch in between the speakers also by telling Alexa, KRK on. I can tell Alexa to turn off all the speakers or turn them off as well. And this is, like I say, the studio is plugged in now to that one, and also my plugins. What else can I explain you? Well, my keyboard. This is the Motif SXA. I love this baby. It's amazing keyboard. It's a workstation, really. And yep, this is basically my setup, guys. Oh, by the way, the microphones, I do have the Elgato Wave 3 with the arm here, which when I'm streaming, I bring it down, and as you can see, I can just do that. This is my backlight. This is when I want my backlight, it's just turn on, and there you go. And now you can see when I'm streaming, when I'm gonna make my lightning, I want to make my lightning nice, so that when I do over there, this is my little monitor. And when I do that, I can see a nice back in my light. It doesn't do as I can see it nicely, well lit. And then I do my edit on the software that I do for edit. So the next thing, it's my cameras. Well, my cameras are something that are not out of this world, but well chosen. My main camera, it's the Lumix GX85. So you can see there. That baby gives me such a great quality images. As you can see, all the images that the studio and all of the videos that I have recorded for YouTube or even Facebook and anything, I've been using this camera. I love it. It's a 4K camera, and then I edit it in DaVinci Resolve, and that's how I get my footage done. Now the beauty, that's just that, but the cameras, right? Because the lenses on this camera, this one is the Sigma 1.4 16 millimeters. I love that lens. I don't change it at all. That's my lens for almost everything that I do have. I do have many other ones. For example, I do have this collection over here. These are my Lumix my Lumix lenses. This is the 45-150. I also have the other one, this Lumix 25 millimeters, which is beautiful too, and the stock that comes stock with it. In addition to, I have this one which allows me to use my Nikon's 50 millimeters and the 35 millimeter lenses into my Lumix GX7. Amazing. Those are Nikon lenses. This is Sigma. This is Minolta, which I can also connect into my Nikon D3400, which is right here. This is my Nikon D3400. When I want to do a backlight on this one, I just turn this guy on, and there you go. That's my backlight. And also, you know, but this one, as you can see, let's switch over to this guy, and then that is my backlight. And there you go. Hi. As you can see there, right? And that's me recording over there. So it's pretty much a lot of setup. How do I switch in between these? I can control the mouse and everything. I do a bunch of switches, HDMI switches. How I capture the streams? I have two Elgato. I have Elgato, this one and that one over there. This one captures the images from the GXM 85, and this one captures the images from the D3400. How I capture the monitors? I don't capture the monitor via a window on this, but in fact, I capture this image with real capture software. Machine, which I've got Elgato. I have Elgato capture card there. So that capture card captures this monitor. How I send it over there? I actually send it from the HDMI's. I split the image, one for the monitor and the other one goes to the Elgato over there. By doing that, allows me to not only don't have any delay, right? And not to have this capturing this OBS capturing the screen, but the window, but actually capturing both images. In addition, if I want to use this computer as my capturing machine for OBS while I'm playing games on this one, I can. The way I do it is because I'm splitting it. So I'm sending this to that other machine back then, and I'm sending this on the other one to this back end of this machine. So to explain, right, one more time, I'm going to do this. And now watch. I am literally in the computer behind me, which I just signed out, right? I'm remotely into that one. And I'm showing that besides the OBS on this location, this is the OBS on this machine, but once I log into the other, I'm sorry, there we go, I'm confused, look. So literally, I am capturing this monitor on that machine. In essence, let's say if I don't want to use this guy, I don't want to use this, and I don't want to use in this machine, but I want to put everything on the other one. All I have to do is switch this button to the second machine. So literally all of these devices, everything from this switches into the other one. So I can be playing games here, and if I don't want to do the OBS on this home machine, I can do it in the back end. So I can use a dual machine for gaming. Now, the cool thing is about that too is that I can flip it. I can flip, so I can record on this machine, on this machine right here, and then play game on the one on top. I have almost everything that for my microphones, I do have this one. This is the AKG, which I use for record. I forgot to tell you also about this is a vintage sort of, it's the Penta Focusrite. I do have another Focusrite, a Scarlett, But this is my favorite one because I can put my microphones here when I'm recording. I also have the Audio Technica 4030, which I use for my vocals when I'm recording vocals or stuff. And I have also it's the Shure SM87 when I want to do singing or do a talk. I promised you I was going to give you this tour, and I hope you guys enjoy it and like it. Please leave me comments, leave me any questions you may have. A pleasure to show you. Peace.